Today in iPhone, item number 118, January 27th, 2010. Bad name, good price.
Welcome to Today in iPhone.
I like it a lot.
Today in iPhone.
Hey, Golden!
Oh, yeah!
You've got to almost put the iPhone, to be fair, in a separate category. The Apple brand and that device has done so well. It's almost not, it's like comparing someone to Michael Jordan.
Today's episode is sponsored by the iPhone app iInject. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Rob, and this is a Today in iPhone podcast. Before we get into the big news today, I have a few different things to go over. First up, I want to thank Kurt for sending in the artwork for today's episode. He used the iPhone app Tripping Fest to create it. So if you go into iTunes and look at the album artwork, or if you're in the TII app, you go into the extras for episode 118, you can see the artwork for today's episode. Kurt, thanks for sending that in. In this segment of How Wrong Were They, we have the following quote. Quote, Apple should pull the plug on the iPhone. What Apple risks here is its reputation as a hot company that can do no wrong. If it's smart, it will call the iPhone a reference design and pass it to some suckers to build with someone else's marketing budget. Then it can wash its hands of any marketplace failures. Otherwise, I'd advise people to cover their eyes. You're not going to like what you see. Unquote. John C. Dvorak, 28th of March, 2007. John. Rob shakes his head in disappointment. Actually, what has me worried is now John is saying that the tablet will succeed. Let's hope he is more accurate this time around. On the promo code front, we have our second elevator pitch challenge today. Results of the first one will be on the next show, and I'll have a blog post up between now and the next show. I will continue to take requests until the end of day Friday, so if you didn't send in your request for the last one, go to episode 116 and take a listen to the elevator pitch challenge. On this show, we have 3 new apps: Remotely Possible, Sort Shots, and Track Art. I will play the 3 pitches here in a few seconds. If you want a promo code for one of these apps, please email me at todayiниPhone and put in the name of the app in the subject line. Please make sure it's in the subject line. Please only submit a request for one of the 3. If you send me emails for multiple apps, the second and third app requests will get deleted. So just request one of the 3. I will take requests for 7 days from when this episode went live, and then we'll post the results of the challenge and contact all those that sent in the request for the promo codes. Mind you, we only have 5 promo codes for each app. First up is the pitch for the app Remotely Possible.
Would you like an app to control Windows Media Center, Pandora, Hulu, PowerPoint, and Sling Player from your iPhone? Remotely Possible is the app that can do it. With Remotely Possible, you can use buttons or gestures to navigate the menus on your PC. You can change each button's image size and location right on your device. The function of each button can also be customized to each application. For example, the up arrow is used to navigate the menus in Media Center, but in Pandora it designates a song as thumbs up. You can even use the hardware volume buttons on your iPhone to control the volume of your PC. This app is all about customization, so you can create a remote that works best for you. Check out what enthusiasts are saying about Remotely Possible on the Green Button or the AVS forum. You can also check out our video demonstration on our website at validbit.com.
That was for the app Remotely Possible. The next pitch is for the app Sort Shots.
Sort Shots. Shoot, sort, share. Is there anything more frustrating than the endless scrolling searching for a photo? Perhaps it's sitting there waiting for someone else to find a photo that they just have to show you. Sort Shots helps iPod Touch and iPhone users find photos on their device quickly and efficiently. Users simply associate terms to their photos such as people, places, events, assign a rating, or add it to their favorites. The user can do a sort based on one or multiple criteria. For example, find all photos of Jack in Hawaii with a 4-star rating. Press a button to view a slideshow of your results with music from your library, or press a button to upload photos to Facebook or Twitter, or send via email. Sort Shots allows you to sort through your photos quickly and efficiently and share them with ease. Sort Shots. Shoot, sort, share.
And that was the app Sort Shots. Next up is the app Track Art.
Hi, this is Jesse Blanco from Picture Road, and I'm here to talk to you about Track Art. Track Art is a visualizer for your iPhone that automagically makes real-time music videos from your iTunes library. Each song and its lyrics, including data on the artist and composer, is translated into a string of search terms for public photographs on Flickr.com. This creates a random but relevant slideshow montage for the tracks on your iPhone. TrackArt brings your music library to life visually and helps you discover favorite tracks. If you don't get a promo code, give TrackArt a shot for free on your iTunes library at home. Go to TrackArt, TrackArt.com.
Thanks for all three developers for the promo codes. And again, if you would like one of the three apps, put the title in the subject line for either Remotely Possible, Sort Shots, or TrackArt, and email them to me at todayandiphone@gmail.com. About a week from now, I'll tally up all the entries, I'll pick the winners and send out emails to those that get the promo codes, and we'll also put up a blog post letting you know which app got the most votes. If you're an app developer and would like to participate in an upcoming Elevator App Pitch Challenge, send an email to me at todayandiphone@gmail.com and I'll tell you what needs to be done. Now, prepping this episode, I was desperately looking around for any iPhone news I could have so it wasn't related to anything about the Apple tablet netbook thingy. And then I see the title to this next post, and it is, Woman Uses iPhone App to Get Pregnant. And I start wondering, what app could it be? Well, I figured to start with, we could eliminate all the game apps. But was it the Facebook app, or was it one of the Twitter apps, maybe TagCrumbs? No, I thought it was most likely a Craigslist app, but definitely not an eBay app. I don't think that posting would have slipped through. And it definitely was not the TII app. So what app was it? Well, with bated breath, I clicked the link to discover it was a menstrual cycle tracking app called the Free Menstrual Calendar, and it was nothing nearly as tawdry as I had been thinking. Just simply a wife and husband that used this free app to increase their chances of getting pregnant, and it worked. Darn, because the Craigslist app angle would have been so much more interesting. And I do want to say, for the record, I picked this story out before I knew what the name of the new tablet was going to be. But before we get to that name, I want to play a word from our sponsor of today's show, the iPhone app iInject.
Hey Rob, Dave Warden calling. I created an app named iInject, and I wanted to advertise on TII first, because I know that you and your listeners are as passionate about the iPhone as I am. Last year I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and like many MS patients, I was put on a daily injection therapy, which meant keeping paper logs of reactions and shot rotation locations. To make my life easier and to help others in the same position, iInject allows you to track your injections, suggests the next site, and keeps a history of your actions. You can even email the information to yourself or to your doctor. I kept the app flexible enough so that you can also track your oral meds or use it for other injection therapies, such as those with diabetes. If you or someone in your life is affected with MS, diabetes, or is on any injection therapy, please have them check out all the features my app provides at i-inject.com or on the App Store.
Dave, thanks again for sponsoring the show. And folks, if you're interested in the app, you can look up i-inject in the App Store, or you can find the link to it in the show notes for episode 118 at todayandiphone.com.
Hi Rob, my name is Dr. Payman Pirnazar. I'm a pediatric dentist and a multimedia consultant in Los Angeles, California. I've been a user of your TII app as well as a long-time listener, pretty much from your first episode, as well as an Apple user for over 20 years. I wanted to share my thoughts on the upcoming service that I think Apple will have for their upcoming tablet. I think that they're going to be able to have a service very similar to the App Store, but for publishers, not just big corporations, but also smaller companies as well as individuals that are interested in writing books, magazines, or newsletters and marketing it through Apple. In a very similar fashion to the App Store, I think it's going to allow individuals to bypass traditional publishers to share their works with the mass market via Apple and iTunes. I think it's going to be...
In order to keep this episode under 10 minutes, we're going to go ahead and end it there. If you want to actually hear the remainder of this episode, go to todayandiphone.com and look for the current episode. Or you can go to iTunes and subscribe to the Today in iPhone podcast. That way you'll be sure to get every new episode when it comes out in its entirety.